There are some ridiculously good deals available right now, and I went through the sale to pull out the absolute best ones. I ordered everything from cheapest to most expensive, so you can quickly find something that fits your budget. And we're starting with the free ones. Tell me why 100% off free starting things off with a game that literally costs nothing? We got Tell Me Why. It's a narrative adventure that comes from the creators of Life is Strange and focuses heavily on story, characters, and player choices. You play as twins reconnecting to uncover secrets from their childhood, and the writing does a great job tackling emotional themes without feeling overly dramatic. If you enjoy story-driven games where your decisions matter, there is absolutely no reason not to grab this one. The Red Lantern 100% off free The Red Lantern is also completely free right now, and honestly it deserves way more attention than it gets. This is a survival adventure where you guide a dog sled team through the Alaskan wilderness while managing resources and making difficult choices along the way. The atmosphere is fantastic, the art style is beautiful, and the relationship you build with your dogs becomes surprisingly meaningful. Even if you only spend a few hours with it, you are getting a memorable experience for absolutely nothing. Then we got Hotline Miami for just 99 cents, and it might be one of the best bargains in the entire sale. This fast-paced, top-down action game throws you into brutal encounters where a single mistake can get you killed instantly. The gameplay is incredibly addictive, the synthwave soundtrack is legendary, and every level feels like a chaotic puzzle you need to solve with speed and precision. It is one of those games that grabs your attention immediately and refuses to let go. Next up is Don't Starve Together for just $1.49. This is one of the best survival games you can play with friends, combining exploration, crafting, base building, and plenty of unexpected disasters. The hand-drawn art style gives it a unique look, but don't let that fool you, because surviving here can be surprisingly challenging. Whether you're fighting giant monsters, preparing for winter, or simply trying not to starve, there is always something happening. Carrion is 90% off and down to just $1.99. Instead of playing as the hero, you play as a horrifying monster escaping from a research facility. The concept alone is enough to make it stand out, but the gameplay is excellent too. You slither through vents, grow stronger over time, and leave a trail of destruction everywhere you go. It is basically a reverse horror game where humans are terrified of you, and honestly, that never gets old. Undertale is available for just $2.49. And if you somehow haven't played it yet, now is the perfect time. This indie RPG became a phenomenon because of its unforgettable characters, hilarious writing, incredible soundtrack, and unique approach to combat. The game constantly surprises you and offers choices that genuinely affect the experience. Few games manage to be this funny, emotional, and creative all at the same time. Then we got Enter the Gungeon, which is 80% off and down to just $2.99. This is easily one of the best roguelikes ever made, combining fast-paced twin-stick shooting with an absurd number of weapons and secrets. Every run feels different thanks to randomized levels, crazy gun designs, and challenging bosses that will test your reflexes. It can be brutally difficult at times, but that's part of the appeal. If you enjoy games where every attempt teaches you something new, this is one of the best $3 purchases you can make. Death's Door is currently 80% off for $3.99. You play as a crow whose job is collecting souls, which already makes it more interesting than most action adventures. The game mixes satisfying combat, clever exploration, and memorable boss fights into a beautifully crafted world full of charm and mystery. It takes inspiration from classic Zelda-style adventures while adding its own personality. The presentation is fantastic, and the gameplay stays engaging from beginning to end. Yoku's Island Express is one of the most unique games on this entire list, and it's only $3.99 right now. Imagine a Metroidvania mixed with a pinball game and somehow making that combination work perfectly. Exploring the island feels incredibly relaxing, the colorful art style is charming, and bouncing around the world never stops being fun. It is creative, cheerful, and unlike pretty much anything else out there. If you're tired of playing the same kinds of games, this is a great one to try. For $3.99, my friend Pedro delivers some of the coolest action you'll find at this price. This stylish shooter is all about pulling off insane slow motion stunts while flipping through the air and taking out enemies in creative ways. The gameplay encourages experimentation, and every successful room clear feels like something straight out of an action movie. It is fast, ridiculous, and endlessly satisfying when everything clicks together. If you enjoy stylish combat, this game is worth every penny. Then we got RoboCop Rogue City. Only $3.99 honestly feels kind of crazy. This game absolutely nails the fantasy of being RoboCop, letting you walk through Detroit as a nearly unstoppable law enforcement machine. The gunplay feels powerful, the atmosphere captures the movies perfectly, and fans of the franchise will appreciate all the attention to detail. Even if you're not a huge RoboCop fan, it's still a surprisingly fun FPS with plenty of charm. Killer Frequency is 80% off and available for just $4.99. This is a clever horror adventure where you play as a late-night radio host helping callers survive a serial killer stalking a small town. Instead of relying on jump scares, the game focuses on tension, puzzles, and making quick decisions that can affect who lives and who doesn't. The voice acting is great, the atmosphere is excellent, and the whole concept feels fresh. If you're looking for something different, definitely give this one a look. Tinykin is another fantastic deal at $4.99. The game takes place inside a giant house where everyday objects become enormous landmarks, creating a world that constantly feels fun to explore. You collect tiny creatures called Tinykin that help solve puzzles, reach new areas, and uncover secrets. It has a lot of the same charm people love about games like Pikmin, but with its own unique ideas. The movement is smooth, the levels are packed with creativity, and it's one of the most joyful platformers in recent years. If you miss old school shooters where the solution to every problem is more firepower, Serious Sam, Siberian Mayhem is currently just $4.99. This standalone expansion delivers exactly what fans want: huge environments, ridiculous weapons, and massive hordes of enemies charging directly at you. It doesn't care about realism or complicated mechanics, it just wants you to blow stuff up and have fun doing it. Sometimes that's all you need, and at this price, it delivers plenty of chaotic entertainment. The Talos Principle 2 is 75% off and down to $7.49, which is an incredible deal considering how good it is. This is a first-person puzzle game that constantly introduces clever new mechanics while also exploring surprisingly deep philosophical themes. The puzzles are satisfying without feeling unfair, and the world is beautiful to explore. Even if you're not usually into puzzle games, this one has a way of pulling you in with its atmosphere and storytelling. It's easily one of the smartest games on this list. Trepang 2 is available for $7.49 and deserves way more attention than it gets. This is basically a love letter to classic Fear-style shooters, combining brutal gunfights with slow motion abilities and ridiculously satisfying combat. Enemies react to every shot, fights feel incredibly intense, and the action rarely lets up. The campaign isn't very long, but it makes every encounter count. If you're craving a fast-paced FPS that focuses entirely on fun combat, Trepang 2 absolutely delivers. Blasphemous 2 is 75% off and sitting at $7.49. This sequel builds on everything that made the first game great, delivering gorgeous pixel art, challenging combat, and a fascinating dark fantasy world inspired by religious mythology. Exploration feels rewarding, boss fights are memorable, and there are plenty of secrets hidden throughout the map. Whether you're a fan of Metroidvanias or simply appreciate incredible art direction, Blasphemous 2 offers a lot of value at this price. Then we got Sifu, which is currently $10 and easily one of the best action games you can buy right now. This martial arts brawler focuses on mastering its combat system through practice and repetition. Every fight feels intense, every enemy can be dangerous, and every victory feels earned. The unique aging mechanic adds an extra layer of strategy, encouraging you to improve with each run. It can be challenging, but once the combat clicks, it becomes incredibly rewarding. Resident Evil 4 for $10 is an absolutely ridiculous deal. This remake takes one of the greatest action horror games ever made and modernizes it with incredible visuals, improved combat, and a more atmospheric presentation. The pacing is nearly perfect, constantly introducing new enemies, locations, and surprises to keep things fresh. Whether you're a longtime Resident Evil fan or completely new to the series, this is one of those games everyone should experience. Rounding out the list, we have Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition for $12.24. Even after all these years, this remains one of the greatest real-time strategy games ever made. The Definitive Edition upgrades the visuals, improves quality of life features, and includes a massive amount of content without changing what made the original special. Whether you're building armies, managing resources, or outsmarting opponents online, there's a reason people are still playing this game decades later. And that's my list of the 20 best deals available right now. Let me know which games you're picking up, and if I missed any hidden gems in the sale, drop them in the comments below.